Strong fight against wins with round number 6 with women's candidates in FIDE Candidates 2026 between Grandmaster in Kazakhstan is Bibisara Assaubayeva with faces by against versus by Grandmaster Divya Deshmukh in India. So what do you think about this with best of this one with strong fight against wins? So let's study of this play chess here. White pieces with GM Bibisara versus black pieces with GM Deshmukh in India. So I'm sorry I got late with analyze because I'm busy my cleaning household chores here. So without today's round number 6 here with long games with standard games with 1 hour 30 minutes plus 30 seconds increment. So in this part of this video, we have analyzed of the standings after round number 6 with women's candidates here. So white plays Bibisara is D4. D5 Deshmukh, C4, E6 Queen's Gambit decline, Knight F3, Knight F6, Knight C3, and also C6 is called semi-slap defense. So this is a semi-slap. So this is a by this one with 3 connected pass pawns. So this is a wall here. So it is called by semi-slap here, defense here. And also Bishop G5 with Bibisara with more of this one with queens or threatening the knights here. And also Knight BD7 with defense of these knights with Deshmukh, and also E3 openings by developed by light square bishop here, and also Queen A5 strong move. So this is a very strong move here with more of this one with positional moves here with Deshmukh. So this is a very strong by queens. Capture this pawn. So this is the main lines here is Knight D2 main lines here. So this is a main lines. With new is main lines, capture this one. C takes D5 with Bibisara, Knight takes D5 with Deshmukh. So cannot captured with knights here. So this is a queens with check here. So this is a more controls with queens with check. And also rook C1. Why? Because if you leave it here, so it means if you rook C1, so without leave it by this one with defense of pawns, because continue with queen captured pawns here. So this is a threats here. And also knight takes captured with Deshmukh takes with captured here, and also bishop A3 with Deshmukh. So it is called by this one with openings with Queen's Gambit decline, Cambridge Springs Yugoslav variation. So this is a called by Cambridge, so without lakes or without bridge here, with this is a bridge by road. So this is it's called Cambridge Springs Yugoslav variation. So without more controls with bishop with threatening the rooks, so without threats here, or maybe threats the rooks, or maybe without upcoming by next castling kingside here. So without explain, for example here, so in idea, why don't we queen captured free pawns here if queen takes e2 and also bishop d3? So this is a first example. So another, so why don't we move if you rook c2? Threatening the queens here, so with the threats the queens, and with more of this one backwards queen a3 one move here. So this is a second examples here. So this is a second example. So back there this one, bishop a3 with Deshmukh threatening attacks the rooks. Rook c2 avoided with Bibisara, and also c5 attacks the pawns. Bishop d3 with Bibisara upcoming by next castling kingside here, and c takes captured, e takes captured, and also b6 with Deshmukh by next of fianchettos light square bishop b7 here, or not yet ready by castling. Wait, so it means not yet ready. So not yet ready by this one with castling kingside with Deshmukh. So I'm sorry that controls the arrows is this is a wrong one move, so it is called by two moves here. And also bishop e4 with Bibisara. So with a bishop e4 with threatening the targets the rooks here, with threatening the rooks, and also with rook b8 here with avoided with Deshmukh, bishop f4. So this is a new move with Bibisara, novelty. So this is the old main lines here with two types, bishop c6 or second castling kingside. Third is bishop to f4 new move, because this is a bishop threatening the rook. So it means so cannot move a rook a8. So this is a targets the light square with bishops. It is called by diagonals here with light square or dark square here. So this is a more positional move. And Good move, bishop b7. Excelente with gm Deshmukh with knight square attacks the bishop. Bishop captured b7. So another explain here. Sir, why don't be bishop capture rook 8? It's okay. If your bishop takes b8, bishop captured here. One piece down again with bishop threatening the rooks here. So it means if you go back by bishop to e5 here, bishop captured rook here, one piece down. Queen takes captured bishop. So this is a so this is a timers here. So no more time. So without evaluation bar. So this is a blacks here. So this is a good evaluation bar, and below evaluation bar with whites here. So this is a good examples here. Okay, so back there, this one is bishop captured with chooses against Bibisara, rook takes with Deshmukh, and also queen d3 without strong move, castling with Deshmukh, castling with Bibisara, rook c8. Cannot move against with battery because this is a bishop targets here. So this is a targets. So this is a targets the bishop, and also c4. Okay, c4 with movement here with Bibisara, and also knight f8 together with next maneuvers knight g6 threatening the bishop here. So this is a threats here with next move by maneuvers with Deshmukh. Queen e4. Okay, with queen e4 without idea with Bibisara threatening the temples attacks the rooks here, and with Deshmukh queen a6 defense here, and also h4 with Bibisara, very strong move by next of h5 here. So without h5 together by cannot, so no more by this one with cannot capture, cannot move here. So without cannot move against knight g6 here, and also rook e7. Okay, rook e7 here with Deshmukh here, and also queen d3 backwards with defense of this one with pawns, and also rook d7 with Deshmukh, and also h5, very strong move by no more by this one knight g6 because this is a movement by connected pass pawn with pawns here, and also bishop d6 dark square, or maybe dark square with bishop to bishop challenge full here. So without explain, for example, in idea, why don't we move h6 here? If you h6 here, and also knight to e5 with threatening the rooks here, and also with more move is rook to e7. So this is a good for explanations, for example here. So back there is bishop d6 with Deshmukh challenged by dark square, next step by bishop captured, rook takes, and also h6 sacrifice without sacrifice. So this is a good precise here with sacrifice here, captured. So without idea, why don't we move here? If you move by g6, so this is a pushes here because this is a without ideas here. For me, without ideas is g6 here. So it means with Deshmukh captured. So this is a damage full by Agnes pawn structure here. And with Bibisara, knight e5 here, and excelente knight to g6 by Deshmukh, queen e3. So we'll explain here. Why don't we knight capture? If you knight takes g6, h takes captured. So this is a more completes the pawns, so no more double rooks. No double pawns here. So no more double pawns. So this is a pawns is complete. Okay, so back there, this one is queen e3 here with Bibisara, and also queen b7 by Deshmukh. So what the plans? Or next by this one knight to h4 with upcoming by threatening by mating nuts. So with the threatening mating nuts here. So this is a continuations here, and also pawn c5 attacks the rooks here. So another explain, for example here. So in idea, why don't we queen capture 3 pawns? So if you capture this pawn here, so if you capture the by queen takes captured pawn, so it means by leave it by this one with defense of pawns here. So how do you do that? And rook captured pawns here. So this is a good for explanations, for example here. So this is a once of this computer here. So with that back there, this one with the idea is c5 by Bibisara together by attacks the pawns and rooks. Rook d5 with Deshmukh, here, and also c6 push. Oh my god, very strong move. Attacks the queens. Queen e7 by Deshmukh. Without, I don't know what's the plans here. Without queen e7, f4. Without f4 here, without more movement here. So the same movement here by next of this one with pawn to f5 here. So next move by strong move. Rook c7 with Deshmukh, and also g3 with defense. So does not like of this Bibisara computer. So the one's computer f5. So f5 here, strong move by push. So if you captured by this one, e takes f5, rook captured pawns here. So rook captured. If you queen e6 here, threatening the rook here. And also with backwards here with, so it means with defense here with queen to e4. So queen e4 here. So if you knight captured here, if you knight takes e5 here, and also d takes captured here. So this is a double rooks and one queens here. So this is a same by challenge by queen to queen. So this is a good slightly better for whites here. Okay, so back there, this one is g3 defense by Bibisara. Queen to d4 together by this one. No more plans here. So no more plans. Or maybe another without idea with rook captured pawn. So this is a because this is a next of this one with move by queen b4. So this is a next by rook attacks the pawns here. And also rook c4 defense without idea with threats the queen. So without threats attacks here. So it means because the rooks with defense the pawn. So this is a rooks threatening the queens. So this is a attacks. Queen e7 here with Deshmukh avoided. Rook backward c2 with Bibisara. Queen b4. Rook c4 again. Queen e7 again. Rook c2 again. Queen backwards d8. Oh my god, Deshmukh. So it means, so this is a mistake move. So this is a symbolized bad here. So the best is a once of computer stockfish queen to f6 here. So this is a once of this computer, so slightly better for blacks here. Without queen d8 with Deshmukh, f5. Oh, look at c. So this is a strong move against here with threatening the knights and pawns. Knight takes captured takes. And also rook d1. Oh, with rook d1 with attacks, with challenge by attacks the rooks, because this is a strong against with Deshmukh here. And also more controls is rook f2 battery. So another bad move by GM Bibisara. So the best move is queen f3, not rook f2. So this is a queen's defense of this rook here. So this is a good for whites here. So back there is rook f2 battery. Rook captured, wrong move. So this is a incorrect move by Deshmukh here. So the best move once computer this one is eating the rook captured pawn. So this is a rook eating captured pawns here. So it means, so this is a more of this one with computer engine here. So if you move by this one with f6 here, so this is a push here without push by this one with controls. And also rook to d3. So without rook d3 with threatening the queens here, so attacks the queens here. And with queen to e4. So this is a good for advantage for blacks here. Okay, so back there, this one is rook captured here, accepted here with check, rook takes, and also queen g5, another, so without challenge by queen to queen, so another incorrect move with Deshmukh. So this is a incorrect move here. Okay, so the best move this one is rook captured pawn again. What a misheard move by GM Deshmukh here. So rook captured c6 here. So this is another best of this one. So this is another miss move again with GM Deshmukh here. So back there this one. So back there is queen g5 with challenge by queen to queen. avoided queen d3. So this is a worst move again with GM Bibisara. So this is a brand X. So the branded move, this one, queen c3, defense of this one with pawns here. So with the defense here, so this is a good slightly advantage for white. So this is a more of this one with the evaluation bar. So this is a good process by Stockfish computer here. Okay, so back to this one is queen d3. So without X move against with Bibisara, rook captured. So this is a look at C of this rook captured with GM Deshmukh. So this is a good best of this one with excellent move here. Without good move. And also push f6. Oh my god. So this is nothing special. So difficulties by GM Bibisara. So another many bad move here. Without best move, this one is queen to f3 here. So queen f3 is a good slightly better for whites here. So without explain, for example, so why don't we rook d1? If you rook d1 here and also rook c8. So rook c8, if you queen d, so it means cannot move up this one with queen d8 check. So without queen d8 check, if you rook captured here, so it means rook captured. So it means so I will try the moves. If you queen d8 here with check, rook captured and rook captured. So this is a rook captured, queen captured. So this is a lose for whites here. So this is a blunderacious here. So do not move against rook d1. So avoid by rook d1. So this is a blunderacious here. So f6 here. So back to f6 here with Bibisara. So the first tips for examples for guessing puzzle. So what do you think about the good excelente with strong against good fight with GM Deshmukh here? So first guessing puzzle. So while waiting for a couple of seconds and continue for that. Start. Thank you so much here and congrats for everyone. Rook c8, excelente. So excelente move by GM Deshmukh. Rook d1. Oh, with next up this one with queen to d8. So I don't know what's blunderacious here. So rook d1 here and king h8 here. So king h8 with Deshmukh, king g2 with proxy active with Bibisara, and also pawn h5 together by this one with next up h4 here. Without threatening the pawn, so this is a pins with check, so this is a controls here. And also queen d2 with challenge by queen to queen and avoided with Deshmukh. Without explain, for example, why don't we queen d2 check? If you queen d2 with accepted, rook captured here. Okay, rook captured d2 and also with pawn to h6 here. So this is a goods for whites and blacks. So this is a good examples. So this is a with martial pawns and one rook here. So two rooks here. Okay, so back to this one is queen g4. Okay, queen g4 here with avoided by Deshmukh. Rook e1 with Bibisara, h4. Oh, without attacks without idea with queen captured here with check. So without check because this is a pawns connected here. So pawns cannot captured here. So this is a pin. The queens with check here. And next by Bibisara is rook e3 defense of this pawn. And also rook g8. What a good, strong, excellent, perfect shot by Deshmukh here. And also queen d7 together with a double with attacks the pawns and doubles here with pawns. So this is a threats by a7 and f7 here with doubles here. And also last shot queen f4. Okay. So after 46 move here, so with a queen f4, so this is a wins against with strong with GM Deshmukh here. So it means so GM Bibisara resigns here. Without decided by Bibisara resigns because this is a differentiate here. So it means so So without controls here, without without movement here, so this is a wins against with round number 6 here. So no need by this one, we explain why, because this is a more unstoppable here. Okay, so the score by GM Bibisara 86 and 94.5, highest score with GM Deshmukh. What a good fight wins against GM Deshmukh. So good fighting against that here. Okay, so let's see of these final results after round number 6 here. Okay, so the first score by this one, first by with 4 points against Anna Musichuk in Ukraine. So this is a first placer here. And second by 3 points with Divya Deshmukh. And also the third place by Zhuzhner. And fourth by this one with Alexandra Gorshkina with Russia. And also Katarina Lagno. And also Vaishali Ramesh Babu, the little brother of Pragnananda, and 2.5 against 7, number 7 by Tanzongi, and 8, last by 8 here, number 8 with Bibisara Assaubayeva here. Okay, so the next of this one with open candidates here with round number 7 between Grandmaster Andrei Esipenko with Russia versus by Wei. So I will analyze here later on. So I hope of this part of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mark Logis 17, aka I call Mark 17. Have a good day. Keep safe and keep updates of this next chess update. So happy Wednesday. Bye bye.